Alright, so again, today class, no, I will discuss about what you call variable, no, and absorption costing, no. So again, today, what I will discuss is all about absorption costing. Okay? So ano ba class ang ibig sabihin ng absorption costing? Alright, versus your variable costing. Okay. So una-una class, no, in terms of your absorption costing, tinatawag to class na full costing. Very good, no? Tinatawag to class na full costing. Okay, ano pa? Absorption costing, ito ay for external reporting purpose. Alright, again it is for external reporting. It is under your GAAP. Okay. Ito naman class, no? Ito ay based on functional format. Okay? So, ano ba class ang ibig sabihin ng functional format in terms of absorption costing? Ibig sabihin, that would be also known as your traditional. Sorry. Functional and also we have traditional format. Magkaiba yan class ha. Okay? Traditional format, no, particularly your income statement. Okay. How do we compute for absorption costing? No? Using the traditional format. So, paano yon? Diba? So, di ba class, yung ating formula here is that you have your sales minus cost of sales. Then, we have your gross profit. Diba? Ganun lang, no? And then, sales, gross profit. Then, we have our OPEX. Okay? Then, we have now our net income. Diba class? Ganun lang yung formula natin. Okay. Baliktad. Okay? So you have your sales minus cost of sales, right? Then we have your gross profit. Then we have our OPEX. Then we have our net income. Okay? How about naman in terms of your variable costing? Ano pagkakaiba nila, no? In terms of the variable costing, ito naman ay tinatawag nating, okay, variable and absorption. Ito naman ay tinatawag nating direct costing. Okay? What else? Okay? External naman, ito ay for internal reporting. Okay? Ito ay more on internal reporting. What else? GAAP, hindi naman siya not GAAP. Okay. O class, ito class, yes, functional pa rin. So you have here, it is, yes, still functional format. Alright, kaya lang, ito ay based also sa ating behavioral. Okay. Class, pag sinasabi natin behavioral format, no, hindi na mawawala diyan yung tinatawag nating variable and absorption costing. Sorry, not variable. Yung ating tinatawag na variable and fixed costs. Okay? 'Di ba? Ibig sabihin class, ang formula natin ay sales minus variable cost. Okay? Then we have your contribution margin. Then we have our fixed cost. And that's now your net income. Okay. Ito class yung pagkakaiba nila, no? Ito ay functional and behavioral, functional and traditional. Okay. Ito pa class yung isa pa, no? Pagkakaiba ng dalawa, no? Is the treatment of our fixed overhead. No? Is the treatment of our fixed overhead. Bakit? Bakit? Kasi class, in your traditional format or your absorption costing, ito daw ay product cost. Okay. Meaning to say, ito ay inventoriable cost. Okay? Meaning to say, we will record it muna as inventory or product cost. But in terms of the absorption costing, ito daw ay tinatawag na non-inventoriable cost. Ibig sabihin, walang recording of inventory. We will expense it outright. Expense outright. So, anong ibig sabihin nito class? Ito ay tinatawag na period cost. Okay? Ito class ay period cost. Yan class ang pagkakaiba ng dalawa, no? So, the treatment of your absorption costing is because of your fixed overhead. Ito class ay inventoriable cost or product cost, while in the variable costing, non-inventoriable or period cost or tinatawag nating outright cost. Okay. Yan class ang pagkakaiba ng dalawa. Okay. Sige. I will give you sample, no? Halimbawa, you have here your direct materials. Let's say, 8 pesos. Direct labor, 2 piso. Variable overhead, let's say 5 pesos. Fixed overhead, let's say 10 pesos. Ade, I will put 10,000 pesos. Okay? Then we have our variable SG&A. I will put 5,000 pesos. Then we have our fixed SG&A. Sorry, mali ako. This one pala ay, sige, I will put 5 pesos na lang, na? Okay? So, I will put 5 pesos. Okay, 5 pesos, 2 pesos. Then, FSG&A, I will put 5,000. Okay? Then, we have our selling price. Let's say, selling price mo ay 40 pesos. Okay. So, in terms of your absorption costing and the variable costing class, especially your product cost, no? Okay. Absorption costing, direct materials, kasama ba? Yes. How about variable costing? Yes. How about direct labor? 2 pesos, 2 pesos. Okay? What else? Your variable overhead. By the way, may kulang pa pala tayo, no? I will put here units produced. Okay? Then, units sold. Let's say ito ay 10,000. Ito ay units, ha? Ito naman ay 8,000 units. Okay. So, yan. So, variable overhead, of course, you have your 5 pesos here. Then, variable overhead, direct materials, direct labor, and overhead, 5 pesos. Ito lang, class, yung ating fixed overhead. So, 10,000 divided by 10,000. Ito yan, units, no? By the way, it is to be divided by your units, hindi sa ating sold. Bakit? Why? We go back sa ating cost behavior. 'Di ba class, ang fixed overhead natin ay hindi nakadepende sa ating sold. That's why it is only your units produced. Tandaan niya class, ha? Ibig sabihin, magkano class ang unit natin, fixed overhead? 1 peso. 'Di ba? So 1 peso here. Of course, you have also here 1 peso variable. Class, how about SG&A, FSG&A? Yan class ay wala. Hindi kasama yan. By the way, sorry. In the fixed overhead, I will put here 0. Why? Hindi siya kasali. Because in the variable costing, it is considered as period cost. So, magkano class yung ating product cost? 8 plus 2, 10, 15. You have here 16. Malamang ito ay at 15 pesos. Okay. Ito class yung ating absorption and variable costing product cost. Okay. So, what we will do now is to compute for yours. By the way, magkano class yung difference natin? The difference is 1 peso. Okay? Ano yung 1 peso na yan? Okay? Yung 1 peso na yan is this one, no? That would be your fixed overhead. Because in the absorption costing, we consider that one. In the variable costing, hindi kasali. Okay. That's why, class, the 1 peso here, no? In terms of reconciliation, okay, or the difference in net income, no? Between your absorption costing and variable costing. Ano class yung formula natin? The formula here is that you have your units or ending units. Okay? Ending units to be multiplied by our fixed overhead rate. And that would be your formula. Okay? Reconciliation and the difference in terms of your net income. Magkano ending units? That would be your unit produced minus unit sold to be multiplied by our fixed overhead rate. Magkano class yung unit produced natin? 10,000. Magkano yung unit sold natin na benta mo ay 8,000. Ibig sabihin, 2,000 na lang yung natira. times 1 peso. So 2,000 units times 1. The difference here is 2,000. Abangan natin kung tama ang difference niya because of the treatment of our fixed overhead. Okay, I will prove na 2,000 ang difference ng net income natin. Okay, we go first with the absorption costing. Okay, then you have your sales. Sales here is at 40 pesos to be multiplied by 8,000. So malamang ito ay 320,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Tama ba? I think yes, no? So, 320,000. Okay. So, we have also here yung tinatawag natin cost of goods sold. Magkano class yung cost of goods sold? Diba? 16 and 15. So, 16 to be multiplied by 8,000. Okay. So, I will get my calculator. So, 16 to be multiplied by 8,000. And that would be 128. Ano to class? Gross profit natin. 128 minus 320. Okay? So, magkano yung ating gross profit? No? So, calculator tayo. No? So, 320 minus 128. So, magkano class yung ating gross profit? Our gross profit here is at 192. Okay, what else? You have also here our variable SG&A and the fixed SG&A. Magkano class yung variable SG&A natin? 5, okay? 5 to be multiplied by 8,000. So you have here 40,000. Okay, 'di ba? Okay, so you have here 40,000. Okay, what else? Yung FSG&A, 'di ba buo to? 5,000. Okay. So, magkano class yung ating, how much would be our net income? So, our net income here is you have 192 plus 5 minus 100. Okay? So, 192 minus 45,000. You have here 147,000. Okay. Okay? So, we go now to the variable costing. How about naman in terms of your variable costing? Okay? So, same pa rin. Sales, 320. Di naman nagbabago yon. Then, we have our variable cost, 15 pesos. Times 8,000. So, magkano yan? 15 times 8,000. Alright, so that would be 120,000. So, you have here 120,000. So, malamang ito ay 200,000. Diba? Okay, that would be your contribution na margin. Then we have fixed cost. In the fixed cost, you have overhead and SG&A. In the overhead class, okay, in the overhead, magkano? Di ba buo yun? Yes, 10,000 and 5,000. So, 10,000 here, and we have here 5,000. Okay, so 200,000 minus 15,000. Alright, so magkano to class? Sorry. So 320. Alright, so 15. Parang may mali. 15 times 8,000. So you have 120 minus 320. Alright, so you have here, tama, 200,000. Okay, sorry. Then 10,000 plus 15. Alright, so in terms of this, para may mali tayo, no? So, 320 minus 128, 192. Tama ito, class. Alright, so you have here 100. Okay. Meron pa tayong nakalimutan. Sorry. Okay, so I will put this one. Sorry. Kulang pa tayo, no? Ito, class, ay only overhead. Tama ba? Okay, only overhead. Okay. Meron pa tayong variable, okay, ito class overhead only. Then we have your SG&A. Magkano SG&A? Same, no? 5 times 8,000. So you have here 40,000. Okay. Then we have also here, you have your CM. Okay. So 320 minus 120 minus 40. Then we have 160,000. Okay. Then we have your F, SG&A, and your fixed overhead. No? So in terms of FSG&A, kano to class? 5,000 saka 10,000. Okay. So 160 minus 15,000. So ito ay magkano class yung ating net income? You have 145,000. Okay. Tama ba ako class? Kanina, the difference should be 2,000. Tama ba class that the difference here is 2,000? If you notice, 145 and 147, the difference is 2,000. Meaning to say, tama yung ating formula that the unit produced minus unit sold is to be multiplied by the fixed overhead rate. Tama ba tayo? The answer is yes, no? But may question, okay? But may question, no? Paano mo malalaman na mas malaki ang unit produced mo sa unit sold? I will put this one. Unit produced, unit sold, then you have your net income, then you have your absorption costing and variable costing. Because of the treatment of your ending inventory and you have your fixed overhead, if the unit produced is the same as unit sold, absorption costing net income is the same as your variable costing net income. If the unit produced equals to, if the unit produced ay mas malaki sa unit sold, yan yung nangyari sa taas, di ba? Mas malaki ang unit produced mo sa unit sold mo. Meaning to say, net income of absorption costing ay mas malaki sa variable costing. If the unit produced ay mas maliit sa unit sold, sigurado class, absorption costing net income ay mas maliit sa ating variable. Why? Again, because of the treatment of the fixed overhead. Because in the absorption costing, considered siya as cost. Diba? We compute for the cost per unit to be multiplied by your units. Ito class, we compute, nandito na automatically, you have 10,000. That's the reason why, no? That in terms of the variable or absorption costing, no? We need to consider that in the absorption costing, kasali siya sa ating product cost, while in the variable costing, hindi kasali sa ating product cost. So again, thank you and see you all. Bye-bye.